channel Avanti Morocha. Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about cutting felt with Silhouette Cameo 4 and the Rotary blade. First, you need to know that there is three kinds of felt: 100% wood felt, blend felt, and acrylic felt. 100% wood felt is the best quality felt, but it's also the most expensive. It is mainly used to make clothes like coats, hats, socks, etc. Blend felt is a mix of wool and rayon. It is as durable as wool felt but more affordable. You can use it to make felt flowers, stuffed animals, hair accessories, and more. Acrylic felt is made of synthetic materials. It is the most affordable felt and is easy to find at the craft store. However, the fibers are usually scattered and are prone to stretch and peel. You can use this felt to make felt flowers, ornaments, keychains, and more. For this video, I'm going to use acrylic felt because it is the most affordable and easy to find. Now, let's begin. Within acrylic felt, there are different levels of quality. This is the most affordable felt. The price varies between 30 to 50 cents. Ecofee and Creatology are 100% polyester. These felts are of better quality than the previous. I also have the semi-stiff felt, which is thinner. It tends to be a little more expensive than the others. To cut felt, you need to use the Rotary blade for Cameo 4. The Rotary blade is sold separately and only works with Cameo 4. You can only place this blade in carriage 2. When you remove the blade from the package, you will notice that the blade is not exposed. This is for safety reasons. Before you use it for the first time, you need to tighten the cap as I shown. When the blade is exposed, it's ready to be used. Now I'm going to place it in my Cameo 4. Place it in carriage 2. For the first cut, I'm going to use one of the free images that came with Cameo 4. Go to the library. I'm going to use this cactus. Open it. This cactus has 2 layers. Click on Ungroove. Delete this layer. Modify its dimensions proportionally. I want the height to be 3 inches. Duplicate this image. If you want, you can change the size of the material. I'm going to use an 8.5 by 4 inches piece. Now click on Send. When you are using the Rotary blade, you must use Tool 2. Select the pieces and click on Rotary Cut Edges. Now change the material to acrylic felt. Click on Action, select Rotary Cut. Now click on Tool and select Rotary blade. Don't worry if you see these extra cutting lines. These are guides that the Rotary blade uses in its path. I'm using the default settings. If you want, you can make a test cut. I'm going to click on Send. For this cut, I'm going to use the most affordable felt that I could find at the craft store. To extend the life of your mat, I recommend using only the amount of material that you need for a given cut. To cut fabric and felt, Silhouette recommends using the strong tack mat. Sadly, I didn't have it on hand, so I'm going to use the standard mat. This is a barely used mat, which means it is still pretty sticky. As you can see, I've already loaded the Rotary blade. Now I'm going to move the rollers so they properly hold the material I'm using. Don't forget to put the lever back up. Load the mat and start the job. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to cut these pieces took 1 minute and 30 seconds. Unload the mat. Remove the pieces. I'm pretty surprised by the quality of the cut. It looks great. It also didn't leave much felt residue on the mat. Now I'm going to cut these petals. The piece of felt I'm using is 9 by 6 inches. Click on Send. I'm using tool 2. The material is acrylic felt. The action is rotary cut. The tool is rotary blade. I'm using the default settings. Now click on send. Load the mat and start the job. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to cut these pieces took 3 minutes and 45 seconds. For this project, I'm also using the most affordable felt. Unload the mat. Remove the pieces. Again, I'm pretty surprised by how well the rotary blade cut this type of felt. This kind of felt tends to leave fuzzy edges when cut, especially in the corners or union points. As you can see, these cuts are immaculate. I'm not sure if this may be due to the way the rotary blade of Cameo 4 works, where it adds extra cutting lines that guide the path of the rotary blade, or something else. Whatever is it, it works great. Now I'm going to cut these pieces using felt from the brands Gratology and Ecofee. Click on send. I'm using tool 2. The material is acrylic felt. The action is rotary cut. The tool is the rotary blade. And I'm using the default settings. Send it to cut. I'm going to use felt from Ecofee, which is 100% polyester, and the same with Creatology. These two brands are pretty similar. Since these materials are pretty similar, I'm going to cut them at the same time. Load the mat and start the job. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to cut these pieces took 6 minutes. Unload the mat. Remove the pieces. Here you can see all the cuts. Creatology has 2 lines of felt, the basic and premium. I think by mistake I used the basic felt, and that is why I see these fuzzy edges. Still, the cut is pretty good. This is an easy fix, just cut off the fuzz with scissors. All the cuts in Ecofee were perfect. Finally, I'm going to cut semi-stiff felt. This felt is thinner than the rest and tends to be more expensive. I'm going to cut these pieces in semi-stiff felt. Click on send. I'm going to move the images to the other side of the mat because I know that area is still sticky. I'm using tool 2. The material is acrylic felt, the action is rotary cut, and the tool is the rotary blade. I'm going to modify the settings and reduce the pressure to 18 since the material is thinner. Now click on send. Before I place the mat, I'm going to move the rollers to the other side to hold the material properly. Don't forget to put the lever back in place. Load the mat and start the job. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to cut these pieces took 2 minutes. Unload the mat. Remove the pieces. As you can see, the cuts in semi-stiff felt are sharp. Also, this material barely left any residue on the mat, especially compared to the others. Here are all the pieces I cut today with Cameo 4 and the rotary blade. Overall, the quality of these cuts was fantastic. If you are someone that works with felt, you're going to save a lot of time using Cameo 4 and the rotary blade. I hope you like this video and you find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in a Cameo 4 or the rotary blade, I'm going to share the links where you can buy them in the info box below the video. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video, and share it with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.